Hello everyone, happy Earth Day. Earth Day is a time to celebrate countless ways we can all make a positive impact on the planet. From planting trees and supporting sustainable practices, sustainable solutions, to reducing waste and conserving resources, these actions are crucial to preserving the Earth for future generations. Whether you work in environmental science, sustainability, health, or simply someone who cares about our planet, you've likely heard a lot about eco-friendly practices from your workplace, local organizations, or online. But there is one area that is often overlooked: the air inside our homes. Improving indoor air quality is not just about supporting our health, it's also about reducing pollution and our carbon footprint. Cleaner indoor air can have a direct and immediate impact on the environment, as many of the products we use indoors contribute to harmful chemicals and emissions that affect both our health and the planet. As someone who has spent years researching environmental health and air quality, indoor air quality, I've seen firsthand how small, mindful changes can make a big difference, not only in improving our well-being, but in helping our planet thrive. So today, I'm excited to share some eco-friendly practices that you can implement right at home to reduce indoor air pollution, cut chemical exposure, and help protect the environment. These simple steps are about making an impact today, not just for the future. And best of all, they align perfectly with the spirit of Earth Day, creating a cleaner, safer, and more sustainable world, straight right where we are, straight right where you live. So each step we take in our homes adds up. When we all make these changes, we create a collective impact that drives real positive change for the planet. So let's explore some easy steps you can start today, because when we improve our indoor environments, we are also contributing to a healthier Earth. Before we dive into eco-friendly actions that improve indoor air and reduce chemical exposure, let's pause and look at an often overlooked connection: how indoor air quality affects our energy use, which ties directly into Earth Day goals of reducing pollution and conserving resources. When indoor air is filled with pollutants like dust, mold spores, pet dander, or volatile organic compounds, VOCs, from cleaning products, furniture, or paint, our HVAC systems and air purifiers must work harder to maintain comfort and cleanliness. That means higher electricity consumption, more frequent filter changes, and even premature system wear. For example, a HEPA air purifier running on high all day can use as much energy annually as a mid-sized refrigerator. Poor air quality can also increase the load on your HVAC system, especially when filters clog more quickly, restricting airflow and requiring more fan power. But here's the good news: we can break this cycle by reducing the sources of pollution. We reduce the burden on these systems. That leads to lower energy use, fewer filter replacements, and cleaner air for everyone inside your home. So As we explore ways to clean up our indoor air today, remember, it's not just about breathing easier, it's also about using less energy and taking better care of our planet, one breath at a time. Improving ventilation is one of the most effective and underrated ways to boost indoor air quality, and it's also an energy smart, eco-friendly practice. Here's a surprising fact. Indoor air is often 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air, according to the US EPA, US Environmental Protection Agency. That's because pollutants from cleaning products, building materials, cooking, and even our own activities get trapped inside with limited circulation. When you open windows, use exhaust fans, or ensure proper airflow throughout your home, you're helping dilute and remove those pollutants. But don't forget the basics. Clean or replace your HVAC filters regularly and keep vents free from dust and obstructions. A dirty filter forces your system to work harder, using more energy and adding to your household's carbon footprint. Even small changes, like keeping interior doors open or airing out rooms for short periods, can have a big impact on air quality and energy savings. So, before reaching for another air purifier, let fresh air and good airflow do some of the heavy lifting. A small step that's good for both your health and the planet. One of the most beautiful and energy efficient ways to support indoor air quality is to invite nature inside with plants. Certain houseplants like spider plants, snake plants, and peace lilies have been shown in studies to absorb airborne pollutants like formaldehyde, benzene, and carbon monoxide while also releasing oxygen. Although you would need a lot of plants to fully clean the air in a room, even a few can help reduce toxins near their placement, especially in spaces that don't have great ventilation. Plus, they offer more than cleaner air. They enhance well-being, reduce stress, and bring a calming natural aesthetic to your home. Whether on windowsills, your desk, or corners of your living space, plants are a great way to begin building a cleaner, greener indoor environment. One of the most impactful and accessible eco-friendly changes you can make at home is switching to non-toxic cleaning products. Many conventional cleaners contain harsh chemicals like ammonia, bleach, phthalates, and volatile organic compounds, VOCs, all of which can linger in the air long after cleaning, contributing to poor indoor air quality, respiratory irritation, and even hormone disruption in long-term exposure. Some of these chemicals may react with indoor ozone to form secondary pollutants, making the air we breathe even more hazardous. By choosing plant-based, biodegradable products labeled as non-toxic or making your own using simple ingredients like vinegar, baking soda, or lemon, you are protecting your health and the planet. These products break down more easily in the environment, create less chemical runoff, and often come in low-waste packaging. And here's where the Earth Day impact really comes in. By avoiding harsh cleaners, you reduce the release of pollutants into our waterways, lower your chemical footprint, and help reduce the demand for single-use plastics. It's a simple switch with a ripple effect. for cleaner air inside and the cleaner air outside. This might not be the flashiest eco-friendly action, but it's one of the most powerful. Clean or replace your air filters regularly. Whether it's your HVAC system, portable air purifier, or dehumidifier, these filters trap dust, pollen, mold spores, pet dander, and other airborne particles that you don't want to be breathing. But when filters get dirty and clogged, not only does the air stay dirtier, but your system has to work much harder to push air through. That extra effort means higher energy use, more strain on your equipment, and in the long term, a bigger environmental footprint. Experts generally recommend checking filters every 3 months, depending on usage, pets, and local air quality. Just like changing the oil in your car, this routine maintenance keeps your systems running effectively and extends their life, reducing waste, saving energy, and protecting your indoor air. From an Earth Day perspective, this is a perfect example of a simple household habit that benefits both your health and the planet. Cleaner air, lower emissions, and longer lasting equipment. It's a win on all fronts. That pleasant scent from air fresheners, plugins, or scented candles may seem harmless, but many of these products contain volatile organic compounds, VOCs, which can contribute to poor indoor air quality. The US EPA has linked exposure to VOCs with headaches, allergic reactions, and even long-term respiratory or neurological effects, especially with frequent use in poorly ventilated spaces. And here's the catch. Synthetic fragrances often include a cocktail of hidden chemicals that aren't disclosed on labels, sometimes hundreds, because they are protected as trade secrets. These compounds not only impact human health, but can also react with indoor ozone to form secondary pollutants like formaldehyde. So, what can you do instead? Try diffusing essential oils in moderation. Use beeswax candles, which produce fewer airborne toxins, or make your own natural air fresheners using water, herbs, citrus pills, or baking soda. From an Earth Day perspective, this shift is also about reducing chemical emissions and cutting down on waste. Many synthetic fragrance products come in disposable plastic packaging and aerosol containers that add to environmental pollution. By choosing cleaner, simpler scent solutions, you're not only protecting your indoor environment, you're helping reduce chemical footprints in your home and beyond. When you bring new furniture, carpets, flooring, or even a fresh coat of paint into your home, you might also be bringing in something invisible but harmful, volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. These chemicals are released or off-gassed by common materials and can linger in your indoor air for weeks, months, or even years, especially in low ventilation environments. To minimize exposure and reduce your indoor pollution footprint, choose low VOC or no VOC paints, sealants, and furniture. Look for certifications like Green Guard or Green Seal, which ensure better indoor air quality standards. When possible, air out new purchases in a well-ventilated space like a garage, balcony, or spare room before bringing them indoors. From an Earth Day perspective, these choices matter because eco-certified materials often have a lower environmental impact in their manufacturing and disposal. Plus, the less chemical off-gassing in your home, the less energy you'll need to keep air purifiers or ventilation systems running at full tilt. It's about protecting your home and making purchasing choices that reflect your values for your health, your family, and the planet. Let's talk about something most of us do at least once a week: drying our clothes. But have you ever stopped to think about how it affects not only your energy bills, but also indoor air quality and chemical exposure? Dryers are incredibly energy-hungry appliances, but that's not all. Without proper ventilation, they can increase indoor humidity levels, spread particulate matter, and even release chemicals from fabrics into the air, particularly synthetic materials. Over time, this adds to the chemical load in your home. Here's something that might surprise you. Air drying clothes outdoors can actually help remove semi-volatile organic compounds, SVOCs, which are chemicals that can accumulate in fabrics much more effectively than a dryer can. Why? Because outdoor air, especially in green, clean areas, has a much lower concentration of these pollutants compared to indoor air. Drying indoors just recirculates that already polluted air. So, every time you hang your laundry outside, you're not just saving energy and extending your clothes' lifespan, you're also helping reduce harmful chemical residues from building up in your home and on your clothes. This is one of those simple yet impactful actions that directly aligns with the spirit of Earth Day by reducing energy use, reducing chemical exposure, and taking a small but meaningful step towards a healthier home and planet. Did you know that cooking is one of the biggest sources of indoor air pollution? It's true, especially when we fry or cook with gas stoves. Cooking at high heat can release harmful particles, nitrogen dioxide, and volatile organic compounds, VOCs, into the air, pollutants that linger long after the meal is over. But don't worry, there are simple steps we can take to cook cleaner and improve both our indoor air and overall health. Always use your range hood and ensure it vents outdoors if possible. Range hoods are designed to pull out harmful fumes and particles, so this one step makes a big difference. If you don't have a range hood, open a window to let pollutants escape. Even a small opening can help clear the air while you cook. Consider induction or electric stoves. These types of cooktops create fewer combustion-related pollutants compared to gas stoves, reducing the number of harmful particles, harmful pollutants in your kitchen air. For everyday cooking, use lids while boiling or simmering. This keeps steam and airborne particles contained. And if you can, try to avoid high heat frying, which generates smoke and fine particles that linger in your home. Each of these small adjustments helps improve your air quality, reduces the need for air filtration or purification systems to clean the air after cooking, and best of all, reduces your energy use. So, next time you cook, remember that you're not just making food for your body, you're taking a step toward a healthier home, lower energy consumption, and cleaner planet. It's a perfect action to celebrate Earth Day. Before we wrap up, I want to make sure you have the right tools to continue your journey toward a healthier home and a healthier Earth. Here are some great resources where you can learn more, take further action, and stay informed. The actions we've discussed today are just some examples of how small changes can make a big difference in both your indoor air quality and your environmental impact. There are many more simple, eco-friendly practices you can incorporate into your home, whether it's choosing sustainable materials, reducing waste, or embracing greener energy sources. The possibilities are endless. To continue your journey towards cleaner air and a greener home, here are some excellent resources to dive deeper. EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, Introduction to Indoor Air Quality, World Health Organization, Household Air Pollution, the American Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineers Indoor Air Quality Guide. By educating ourselves, we gain the power to take meaningful action in our own spaces. And it all starts with you. Whether it's a simple change like switching to natural cleaning products or rethinking how we cook, every action counts. So let's keep the momentum going, explore these resources, take action, and together let's create a future that's not only healthier but also greener. Every step we take brings us closer to a world where we all breathe easier. And that's a future worth fighting for.